All right, so this is our shoulder mobility routine. And what we're working on here is increasing that mobility in the shoulder. What does that mean? This is something that I see in every one of the swimmers that walk on the deck that's been doing this for a while because of all that frontal plane motion, those pulls, breaststroke, back, everything. We're kind of working these muscles, the pecs, the anterior deltoid. Um, we're working those muscles a lot and kind of stretching out the ones in the back. So what this is going to do is kind of help to strengthen up some of uh, these muscles that help with your arm rotation, with just kind of general posture in general. We're going to be working a lot on the rotator cuff muscles with this. They're really small, weak, stabilizing, and synergistic muscles to those big prime movers, the lats, the pecs, the deltoid, the trapezius, those different muscles. So this is going to help to kind of strengthen those up a little bit. It's going to help hold that shoulder in place a little bit better. And this is going to increase that range of motion. You're going to be able to get stronger pulls, put your body in a better position to pull when we are swimming, when we're able to get back in the water. So we're going to give this a go here. We're looking for, this is a warm up. This is a good thing to do before your workouts. You can do this every day. And it's warm up, so it's kind of on your feel. We're trying to warm the body up. Might be 10 repetitions for some of you if you're not feeling like there's a lot of stretch there. If you're feeling like you're getting a good stretch, you can extend that longer. On the average, maybe a 20 count for repetitions, a 30 to 40 seconds for time, however long that is. But all of these movements, we want to be slow and controlled. Always be in control of the weight or your body weight or whatever it is. Don't relax. Don't let the tension off of the muscle. We're trying to control and build that strength. So if you need to go light, totally fine. We don't need to be in a max. We don't want to be in a max situation for this. So keep it light. Um, keep it easy, so to speak. Again, we're warming up the body to work out as we add these workouts in down the road. So here we go. All right, banded overhead stretch. So I've got my band attached to my door here. And for the double arm, we're going to just lean into this a little bit, put a little tension here, and kind of lean into that, trying to fold those shoulders back almost. Feel that stretch right through here. If you're not getting a stretch, maybe increase that tension a little bit and just pull. Kind of relax that, let that elastic pull those arms forward. You can kind of rock back and forth. To feel that stretch. We're going to transition to the single arm. Again, holding it, resisting across your body. We want to feel that stretch right up through the lats, through the deltoids, into the tricep a little bit, and just feel that good stretch. You can kind of twist as you're doing it, feel those different tension points, and just relax. Deep inhale, deep exhale. You can feel those muscles just try to loosen up a little bit as you do that. Try to push that stretch just a little bit on the exhale. Okay, the next one is banded scapular retraction. We're just moving those arms straight back, trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Should be no movement in the elbow, all shoulder movement. All right, so right here I've just got a dowel. It's a wooden dowel, probably got it at Menards or Home Depot or somewhere like that. PVC pipe works for this. We can use a band for this. I think that's how I demoed it in our Zoom meeting. But we're going to do prone, which is laying on your stomach, dislocations. And obviously the flexibility of your shoulder is going to impact this. If you're not as flexible, you might need to have a wider grip. If you're a little more flexible, you're going to be able to have a narrower grip. But we're going to go overhand. Bring it back. If you're feeling like that's too tight, widen that grip up a little bit. It's going to be a lot easier. As you feel like your range of motion is improving, bring those hands in a little closer together, back and forward. That's about the range. For me, getting a little harder up. It's usually harder coming back over the top. So that's the overhand grip. We're going to take your underhand grip, so that just means hold it in your palms. And this, for me, needs to be a lot wider. So you can see that one for me, a lot more difficult. Adding that external rotation, bringing it over the top, really kind of calls out a weak point for me. My shoulder dislocation from back when I was in college kind of limits my mobility in that shoulder. Definitely need to be working on that more. So the next one, it's going to be butterflies. We just lift up off the ground, palms facing up. Bring those arms forward, out to position 11. Bring them back. Reach your thumbs up towards your scapula, your shoulder blades, and back. This can be done with or without the pole. You could use a band for this. Up to you, whatever equipment you have available. Overhand grip. We're going to go up. 1, 2, 3. Out to the Y's. And then T's. Now for the T's, you can see I was just resting in the cradle of my thumb and index finger. It's a good reference point to make sure you're in that T position, but you don't have to actually use anything for that. Let's see, our external rotation. Let's see, I forgot to tell again. All right, just something light. Arm's gonna be resting on the hip. Gonna rotate up and back down. We don't want to roll forward or roll backwards as we bring it up. We want to keep the shoulders stacked, up and down. Again, shoulder injury, limited range of motion on this movement compared to the other side, where I'm able to get a little bit higher. And if not higher, it's definitely easier to do. I'm not forcing it. So that's the external rotation. Got banded pull aparts. We're just going to pull, those elbows tucked in, and externally rotate. Do that overhand or underhand. You're probably going to find different strength with each of them. All right. With the thumbs up, frontal raise. Now I'm doing this unilaterally. You could also, it's probably too much to do it with both bands, but I could probably do this way as well. I'm kind of bringing them into my hips, kind of making a Y, out and down. So again, up one side unilaterally. You can bring both feet in, get a little more resistance to do it with both arms. And so banded external rotation and press. This is our last one. I'm gonna switch my setup. So you're going to bring a row, probably too much resistance. You bring a row into external rotation and a press. I'm holding 2 to 3 seconds at each moment. It's going to increase the time under tension of those muscles. Side. Make sure to switch your kneeling position. And again, that's meant to be light. The weight between a pull and an external rotation is going to be dramatically different. So it's not as much about that row motion as it is just trying to engage the muscles that you're kind of feeling work right now. We're trying to draw that shoulder blade back and keep it engaged to this point, then that rotation, and then that press. And you're going to feel that kind of a crescent right across the back of your arm. That's where we want to be feeling that. And again, can't emphasize enough that it's not about the row, it's about the external rotation. So really light. That's going to be a much lighter weight to do that movement than to row. So make sure you're adjusting as needed. So that's basically it. Like I said in the Zoom meeting, probably gonna have another one of these out next week maybe. And we'll kind of just build on these movements. And once we start getting into true strength circuits, this will be a good warm-up. You can do this every day. You can do it, if you take a couple days off, great. But this on top of what you're doing right now, getting outside, getting that activity in as much as possible. I'm going to be hanging out back here and working out most of the break. So that'll be it. Let me know if you have any questions. You can leave them in the comments. I will put links to the equipment that I used also, if you're looking to pick that up if you haven't yet. So let me know if you have questions, and we'll talk to you later.